to Sierra Leone, where the capital has an ambitious project. Hashtag Freetown, the Tree Town, has planted almost 1 million trees, increasing the city's vegetation cover by some 50%. That's the brainchild of the capital's mayor, Yvonne Sawyerr, working together with the people of the city. For their inspirational achievements, the mayor has been in Berlin to receive the German Africa Prize. We'll be speaking to her in just a moment. But first, here's more on that innovative project that's been putting the trees back into Freetown.
This is Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone. Since 2018, the city is run by Mayor Yvonne Sawyerr.
I grew up in a city that was green. I grew up in a city where, like I said, I love climbing trees. I mean, I was doing that since I was this high. And I love nature. And seeing that being destroyed and seeing the challenges with sanitation that were around, in 2017, 2018, those were factors that pushed me, the decision to run for office.
After leading the former president's Ebola recovery team, Sawyerr entered politics and won the mayoral election in 2018, advocating for a transform Freetown agenda. Her ambitious plans address waste management and aim to restore Freetown's green hills through tree planting. Sawyerr is committed to protecting the environment and wants future generations to experience the green Freetown of her childhood.
Over the course of 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, Freetown City Council will give away 25,000 trees.
Whatever she does, Yvonne Sawyerr always involves the citizens of Freetown in her decision-making.
Rate of growth of the population of our city, the lack of planning, challenges around the way the building permitting is done at a centralized level, have meant that in spite of 5 years of hard work, we still see that there's more that we can do. There are two things that I would definitely say will always stick out for me as legacies of being the mayor of Freetown. One, not surprising, Freetown, the Tree Town. Our decision, commitment, target to plant 1 million trees. The second would be, interestingly, fecal sludge management.
The mayor has prioritized green circular economy initiatives to address local challenges. The new plant that processes waste, converting it into carbonless cooking briquettes, offers an alternative to the widely used charcoal briquettes in the city. The trees she plants help reduce the air temperature and make the city more resilient to flooding and droughts.
And it's not just about the fact that these environmental issues are there. We've made huge progress. It's also about the fact that the people of the city's lives are negatively impacted by the fact that climate change is continuing. Temperatures are rising, sea levels are rising, extreme weather patterns are becoming more common. If you don't care who gets the credit, you're more likely to get things done. We want the work to be done for the people of Freetown. It doesn't need to have our name on it. It just needs to be done.
At least this wish won't come true. Despite not wanting any credit for her work, Yvonne Sawyerr won the German Africa Prize 2024 for her commitment and her dedication to the people of her city.
Now, earlier I had the pleasure of speaking to the mayor of Freetown, Yvonne Sawyerr. She's been honored so many times for her works. So I asked her what it means to receive the German Africa Prize.
I'm really humbled. I didn't know this was a prize that existed. When I received the email back in January, I was floored. I think the fact that the recognition of our work has become so broad and so wide, from the German government, the foundation, DW, it's really thrilling and humbling and motivating, and really gives me the impetus to keep going and to do more.
Exactly, to keep going and committing to the people of your city is one of the main reasons the award was given. Now, you've said that love for nature made you run for office in 2018. What has been your major achievement as mayor of Freetown?
We've got several. It's teamwork, so I'll say our major achievement, but certainly linking back to nature, hashtag Freetown the Tree Town is our plan and our campaign to plant 1 million trees. And we don't just plant them, we grow them, which means that we engage youth. We've created over 2,000 jobs for young people who plant the trees. Each tree has a unique identifier code uploaded onto a digital platform. The young people are paid as the tree grows. So that connection with nature and the response to the environmental degradation that we were seeing has actually resulted in hashtag Freetown the Tree Town. We've now planted 1.2 million trees, and we've just increased our target to 4 million trees.
Oh, wow. That's a bold or audacious move. I actually like the hashtag Freetown Tree Town. It sounds all good, but surely you must have faced... Yeah, Freetown the Tree Town. I mean, it sounds all good, but I'm sure you've definitely faced challenges. What would you say are some of the major challenges, in trying to make Freetown green again?
I think the fact that the levels of deforestation have continued, the fact that we have a lot of collaboration that has to be done between ourselves and the central government, but that notwithstanding, with every problem there's a solution, and we're working through those relationships. Getting the financing on the regular basis or at the time that we need it to ensure that our young people continue to be paid. But that has led us to two solutions. One of them, in terms of ensuring that we remove the demand for using fuel as a cooking, or using wood as a cooking fuel, has meant that we've invested in technology, which now will allow us to create briquettes, to produce briquettes, a cooking fuel alternative made from fecal sludge. So it's a circular economy. You flush the toilet and it actually leads to clean cooking. That's a bit of a shortcut, but you get the message. So that's one thing, removing the demand, reducing the demand for charcoal, thereby protecting the trees. But the other thing in terms of sustainability is making sure that we have the finance. So now we've signed with the carbon developer, and we are in the process of having our tree inventory measured, accredited, so that we can enter into the carbon market. That's what's given us the assurance to enable us to go for that bold target of 4 million trees, because we're looking to be able to provide our tree inventory to offset those who are producing carbon. So going into the carbon markets means that we'll have the funds in to enable us to keep doing this great work, stabilizing slopes, protecting water catchments, reducing pollution, improving air quality, and also at the same time creating jobs for our young people. So as I said, but there are also mitigations towards addressing those challenges. It won't be a smooth ride, it never is, but we are sure we'll get there.
Right. Optimism is the word here. Here's what I also found interesting. You're known for always involving the citizens of Freetown in your decision making. That sounds quite hectic. Why is that so important for you?
It's really hectic, you're right. But you know the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. You can't actually change significant elements of behavior within a community without making sure that people are there. My kind of pivot moment in my life, which impacted this decision to go into public sector work, was during the Ebola crisis. And I remember at the time, Dr. Yoti, a WHO doctor who worked with us, I was leading the strategic planning for the response, said to me, talk to the people under the mango tree. Talk with the people. And that really stayed with me. So we engage through focus groups. We engage and ensure that implementation is also done at community level. We don't outsource tree planting to contractors. We work with communities and bring them on board. There's a sense of ownership when you do that, because as the young people say, nothing for me without me.
Right. So you're serving your second term as mayor. What more do you hope to achieve?
I've set a target, or we've set a target, which this morning I was told, oh, that's very ambitious. And I totally agree. It's hugely ambitious, but we've set it and we're going for it. We've brought our different elements, the 4 clusters that we work in together, climate action, heritage tourism, the digital economy, and human capital development. We've pulled those together in order for us to achieve a single ultimate target, the creation of 120,000 decent jobs for women and youth by 2028. That is my goal. That is what I hope to achieve. The means of doing that through those 4 clusters will create many co-benefits: health benefits, environmental benefits, economic productivity benefits. But ultimately, the goal is to improve the life chances for the young people in our city and to give women a space to grow. That's not just jobs, that's in employment jobs, but also opportunities for entrepreneurship and job creation, job users, job owners, as opposed to just job takers.
Right. Look, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for you that you achieve all that you want to achieve, because it does sound good and sounds like what people want to have. So you're serving your 2nd term as mayor. You know, what's next after that? Are you eyeing the presidency, maybe?
Eddie, you mentioned earlier on that your sister had the same name as me. I was trying to think if there's anybody in my family who had your name.
I see what you're trying to do there, trying to pivot from that. Yeah, that was a smart move. Clearly, you don't want to get into that. Okay.
No.
I'm going to let it slide. And then wish you all the best during your 2nd tenure as a mayor.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure and such an honor. Thank you.